Have you ever stopped to think that while humanity advances in technology, there are mysteries that remain in the shadows? What really happens in places like Area 51, where government secrets and alien technology supposedly intersect? Get ready, because what you are about to discover could change the way you view history. After all, many believe that there are hidden truths about contact with extraterrestrials and their effects on our society. What would happen if we knew that aliens have been closer to us than we imagine? This is the moment to dive into a narrative that challenges established beliefs and reveals the secrets that may be shaping our future. What is at stake? Let's discover the answers together that many would prefer to keep under wraps. After all, the truth can be stranger than fiction, and you won't want to miss this journey. It was in 1953 in the Nevada desert that one of the most impactful nuclear tests of the time encountered an unexpected spectator. There, amidst the dust and heat of the desert, a disc-shaped object appeared in the sky, descending at an alarming speed. Imagine the scene. Scientists and military personnel, already accustomed to the terrifying spectacle of explosions, now wide-eyed at the sky, incredulous. This sighting ignited early rumors of something extraordinary, or rather, something that completely defied the ordinary. After all, what would beings from other worlds be doing observing humanity play with such destructive powers? It's impossible to think that the sighting was merely a coincidence. Nuclear tests, laden with symbolism and power, had already attracted the attention of world superpowers. So why not also pique the curiosity of beings beyond our planet? Many speculated that these visitors, perhaps in highly advanced spacecraft, were assessing humanity, like scientists observing a dangerous experiment. There were even those who suggested that the appearance of that object might serve as a warning, a cautionary tale for humanity to reconsider its newly discovered power. And it wasn't just curious onlookers who were impressed by these sightings. Even high-ranking CIA officials began to wonder what was truly hidden behind these phenomena. Indeed, the presence of these flying discs stirred the mindset of the time. Each nuclear explosion seemed to echo in the cosmos, as if sending out a silent call to the unknown. It's intriguing to think that while humanity was experimenting with its new weapons, other eyes were watching, possibly concerned or, who knows, fascinated by our destructive progress. These sightings were neither the first nor the last, but they began a long debate about the true nature of these phenomena and what they meant for Earth. After all, if we are being observed, what do the observers truly want? What are they seeking by showing themselves, even if only briefly? The answer may lie hidden in an event just around the corner. Shortly after the sighting in the Nevada desert, a peculiar event caught the attention of a select group of engineers in Kingman, Arizona. 40 of them were secretly summoned to investigate what appeared to be a UFO crash. The order was clear. No one outside that circle should know what they had seen. Imagine the surprise of these professionals when they encountered unusual wreckage, material that looked nothing like what they had ever worked with before. This was not merely a metallic carcass. It was something that seemed designed beyond human understanding. Each piece suggested advanced engineering, something belonging to minds far beyond ours. This Kingman incident only intensified the rumors about alien presence on American soil. Some say that, in addition to the wreckage, the engineers found traces of the occupants of the craft, possibly entities different in form and nature from what we know. These entities, for many, symbolized an attempt at contact. Perhaps not in the most expected manner, but nonetheless a contact. The fascination with the incident led to theories about what might really be behind the alien technology and why, at that moment, the craft would have crashed. After all, what kind of silent communication might exist between these visits and our growing capacity for destruction? The investigations advanced in secrecy, with every detail kept far from public eyes. But it was impossible to avoid the buzz. Engineers spoke amongst themselves, and soon rumors reached the ears of the public. And if, beyond the wreckage, there was something even more surprising, a survivor? This thought opened doors to assumptions that aliens, or their representatives, could be among us, mingling, observing, learning. Each new piece of the craft examined by the engineers became a riddle, and each of these riddles pointed to something larger, as if indicating a clue to the next mystery that awaited just ahead. The mysterious stories surrounding Kingman did not stop with the wreckage, and soon a rumor emerged that was even more intriguing. It was said that, among the debris, an alien survivor was found, a being who received the name J-Rod. This visitor was not merely a hostage of his own wreckage. Rather, he allegedly became a collaborator, working side by side with American scientists on advanced engineering projects. Imagine the situation. A select group of researchers receiving lessons from an intelligence that, in theory, mastered technologies centuries ahead of ours. The impact of this on the minds of those involved must have been overwhelming, like a revelation from another world. With J-Rod, scientists supposedly began to unravel secrets that seemed pure science fiction. They say that with the help of this alien collaborator, reverse engineering techniques were applied, allowing humans to understand principles that until then were unimaginable. The possibility of transposing interplanetary knowledge for our own advancement drastically changed the worldview of the researchers involved. It was as if an alien instruction manual was being decoded, line by line, generating cutting-edge technologies that, to the common public, were still out of reach. What emerged from these interactions, many believe, shaped the path of military and technological innovations in the years that followed. The presence of J-Rod created an unexpected bond between worlds. Many of these scientists maintained silence about their interactions, but the very rumor of an alien collaborator sparked new questions about the nature of such relationships. If knowledge is to be shared between species, how far can this exchange go? And more, what would J-Rod have taken from us if he were also learning? The reports of his work created a new vision of interplanetary collaboration, opening up a greater mystery. Was he a representative of a broader society or an exception? And so, each discovery led those involved to a new question, guiding them to the next chapter of this intriguing plot. Behind the scenes of the White House, a peculiar story full of mystery involves none other than President Eisenhower. It is said that an alien named Valiant Thor, with a human-like appearance but almost a supernatural aura, managed to secure a private meeting with the president. The topic? Nothing less than the nuclear arsenal of the United States. Valiant Thor allegedly came with a warning, a concern from a being from another planet regarding the dangers humanity was building for itself. The idea that an intelligence from beyond the planet intervened, even if briefly, made many reconsider our arms race. It was almost as if Earth was being monitored by intergalactic guardians, attentive to our every move. According to reports, Valiant Thor was not there merely to observe. He attempted to persuade, to discuss, and perhaps to save humanity from itself. For some, this alien presence alongside the president was a sign of a diplomacy that transcended borders, a kind of relationship between worlds. There was something almost mythical about the image of an alien offering advice, like a wise being understanding the dark future that humanity might construct. If a superior intelligence is concerned with our actions, it suggests that we are playing with forces beyond our comprehension. For those who believe in this narrative, the message was clear. Nuclear destructive power can attract consequences that we cannot even begin to imagine. However, what was discussed in that meeting was shrouded in secrecy. Eisenhower and Thor did not officially record the encounter, leaving the public in complete curiosity. Still, conversations about Valiant Thor-fueled theories about diplomatic agreements between governments and extraterrestrials. What else could have been discussed in the shadows? Some say that beyond weapons, Thor mentioned other technologies and even a possible collaboration between species. These encounters lead us to question, how far does this relationship between us and them go? How does each piece of this puzzle fit with the next, as we come closer to the secrets of a very mentioned, yet little-known place? Over the years, the development of ultra-secret facilities gained vital importance, and no place symbolizes this mystery more than the famous Area 51. It is said that the base has continued to grow, both on the surface and in underground complexes. It was constructed with such caution that even the workers inside knew little about what was truly happening in every corner. Rumors claim that there are secret tunnels, perhaps connecting various military bases across the country, allowing for almost instant mobility of materials and, who knows, even enigmatic figures passing unnoticed. A true hidden network, built to keep secrets away from the public eye. The underground expansion of this base raised more than curiosity. It ignited theories about ultra-secret projects involving alien technology. It is rumored that the depths of Area 51 house laboratories where scientists study remains of spacecraft and possibly interact with alien entities. It's intriguing to imagine that while most people are concerned with the surface, a parallel world unfolds beneath the Earth, where every step is a well-guarded secret. And as if that weren't enough, rumors about advanced transportation systems amplify the suspicion that something very significant is being concealed. Something that, for many, goes beyond mere government curiosities. This expansion and the supposed interconnected tunnels would give Area 51 a power of mobility and communication that is almost unimaginable. Many speculate that these subterranean structures serve as transport routes for sensitive materials, such as alien technology being adapted for military use. Some even suggest that these tunnels are part of an evacuation system, ready to be activated in case of a global emergency. The reality, however, is that few know the truth about these advancements. But for those paying attention to the details, this network of mysteries extends far beyond the base itself, connecting to other influential figures and, of course, to cutting-edge projects in the military and technological industries. In the landscape of the race for technological innovation, Lockheed's Skunk Works occupies a special place, especially when we talk about mysterious sightings. Clarence Kelly Johnson, the brilliant engineer behind the division, reported his own experiences with unidentified flying objects, which ended up influencing some of his most ambitious projects. It was an era when the lines between what was human and what could be alien began to blur. The pressure to develop cutting-edge technologies, while witnesses claimed to see crafts with absurdly advanced capabilities, made Johnson and his team even bolder in their creations. Skunk Works is known for having developed aircraft that changed the course of war and espionage, such as the famous U-2 and the State Route 71 Blackbird. But beyond earthly creations, rumors of alien inspiration hover over these projects. It is said that Johnson and his team, aware of reports about extraterrestrial technology, challenged themselves to try to replicate what they saw in the sky. The idea that some advancements could be the result of engineering inspired by sightings brought an almost mystical air to Skunk Works' developments. Each advance, each new prototype, seemed not only to strengthen national defense but also to attempt to answer a larger question. How far can man go when inspired by the unknown? This connection between Skunk Works and the mysterious might just be a coincidence? Perhaps not, but one thing is certain. This quest for answers would open doors to revelations of an even more enigmatic universe. Over time, stories of alien technology at Area 51 and other secret facilities began to emerge, primarily through the courageous voices of former employees and researchers who decided to break their silence. These whistleblowers brought to light accounts that challenged the status quo and revealed a hidden world of underground activities. Many of these ex-workers claim to have witnessed not only the development of advanced technologies but also activities involving studies on alien beings and their crafts. Imagine the audacity of those who, for years, were involved in secret projects and decided to share what they saw with the world. It takes a courage that few possess. Among the reports, some mention installations like S4, a supposed extension of Area 51, where operations would be even more clandestine. The testimonies described environments that seemed straight out of a science fiction movie, filled with equipment that did not fit the technology known at the time. This narrative led many to question, how far are governments willing to go to keep secrets? The fear of reprisals and institutional pressure often silenced these voices. However, those who dared to speak contributed to a growing movement in search of transparency, instigating a new generation of curious minds and researchers to explore the limits of what we know about the universe. These testimonies not only feed popular imagination but also open the door to broader discussions about ethics, governmental responsibility, and the right to information. The stories about alien technology and secret laboratories provoke essential questions about our own technological evolution and the repercussions of playing with forces we do not yet fully comprehend. With each testimony, new questions arise, and each new piece of information seems to connect to a grand puzzle still being assembled. What more could be hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be revealed? As these accounts unfold, the path becomes more intriguing, leading to an incessant quest for answers that are yet to come. As we explore the mysteries surrounding humanity's interaction with the unknown, it is crucial to remember that true power lies in our hands. What will you do with the information you have acquired? Are you prepared to question the reality around you and seek the truth beyond what is presented? Each of us has a role to play in the quest for knowledge and transparency. Consider how your actions and decisions could shape the future. You can be part of the solution or remain in the darkness of uncertainties. Now, how about reflecting on the possibilities? What would you do if you had access to alien technologies? How would this change your life and society as a whole? These questions are not just meant to provoke you, but to invite you to act. Knowledge is the key, and every new piece of information you assimilate can lead to a personal or collective revolution. If you want to continue this journey and uncover more secrets about what the government doesn't want you to know, subscribe to our channel and activate notifications. Don't miss the chance to join us in the pursuit of hidden truths. Together, we can illuminate the paths of uncertainty and find answers that challenge logic.